So you can kind of see you got a bunch of Pokemon games, Pokemon Yellow. You got all these up here. You've got like Dragon Ball on PSP. And we are back from the estate sale. That was a fun one. So we managed to grab, I think, almost...
Welcome back.
Welcome to episode 17, and if you saw the last episode, you saw us put out bags well in advance of the address being released for an estate sale, and this is the estate sale, and this is the reason we're wanting to go. So you've got some of these old Shogun figures, and look at this, man. Some of these are worth quite a bit. You got consoles, looks like you got a Wii U, GameCube, PS, a Wii. You also have a bunch of decent games in here, too. Here, let me click this open real quick. So you can kind of see you got a bunch of Pokemon games, Pokemon Yellow. You got all these up here. You've got like Dragon Ball on PSP. So there's a Game Boy. So who knows, man? This particular company, they're a little pricey from my experience. So we're going to go and see what it looks like. But yeah, we were able to get our bag out there on Tuesday, which was yesterday. Today's Wednesday. And on estatesales.net, it says the address isn't going to be released until 4 a.m. Thursday morning, which is when the actual estate sale starts on Thursday. So if you've seen, look through my shorts, I've got a hint out there that shows you that sometimes you can get these addresses well in advance before estatesale.net releases the actual address. And a lot of people, that's all they rely on is just estatesale.net. But there are some other sites out there, and sometimes they have the addresses on them for some reason. So anyway, we took advantage of that. We're going to go to that tomorrow. And this is what we got going out today. We got 4 orders. And you may remember this from the last episode if you watched it. These were in a grab bag, these 2 things. Well, we took best offer on them. So each one is sold for $10 out the door. I don't think it's the same person that bought both of them, but we were asking $10. We weren't sure, really what to ask, but we ended up taking best offer of $5 plus buyer pay shipping. And that grab bag that they were in was only like $4, I think. I can't remember. But anyway, we also have another one of these going out. If you've been watching the videos, you've seen these going out the door lately. We have a few left of those. And then the big one for today, if you've watched the previous episodes, you may have seen us pick this up at an estate sale, this peanut butter magazine. I only grabbed it because it was cool looking, right? Had no idea what it was worth. And looked online, and I saw that there was no listings for this specific magazine, but I did see some peanut butter magazines, and they were kind of all over the place. But I saw one that had the Olsen twins on it, and it sold for $100. And I was like, what? I said, well, I'm going to give it a shot. I haven't seen one of these being listed or sold. So I listed it for $75 buyer pay shipping, and it lasted maybe 4 hours on eBay, and somebody grabbed it. So maybe I was too low on that, but it's never been used. It's just got shelfware, and somebody's going to get that. $75, and what we probably paid $1 for that. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. That's everything going out today, and we're going to head off to thrift stores, and then tomorrow we're going to do this again and go to that crazy estate sale and see what we can get. All right, we're at Goodwill. We found We Play Motion Complete for $3, and then we got 3 cases for free because the games aren't in them. So we got Fallout, Spider-Man, and this Adventures one. There's a PS4 500 gig for $40. And this controller is $6, so we might go over budget again. And if you watch these videos, usually we try to keep it $10 per store, and we usually hit up 3 stores on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, and then occasional estate sale once in a while. But once in a while we go over budget when we find something that's like decent priced. So we may get this. Probably definitely gonna get this. We're gonna go look at the toys just to see, but maybe if the passer shows up. Oh, look at that He-Man poster. But sorry, got sidetracked. But if the passer shows up, we may pass this off to him if he wants it. But we'll see. All right, so we plugged it in, it turns on, and I'm pretty sure this can be returned if it doesn't work. And then we also found this bag. It's for $6. You got this Bo Peep in here. And I think that's a pretty good deal for that. I don't know about the other doll, but we're mainly after the Bo Peep Toy Story doll. So since we're going over budget, we're going to go over budget a little bit more. $59.36. Pastor's in his realm house looking through all this golf club stuff. All I know about these is you whack balls with them and try to keep it on the green, which I can't do. Well, their electronic area is pretty slim today. Look at all these controllers you found. They were in the wrong area. Some of them might be worth something. Look them up, man. 4 for $5, that's definitely worth it. Especially when you clean them up. Are they all $5? Yeah. You're never gonna guess what happened. He's passing on these. I don't know how he even pays the bills. All right, so the two things down there, Pastor, I think is getting. So he's not passing on those. Talked him into it. All right, so he's not gonna get the Sailor Moon pig bank. It's missing the bottom. The prices are kind of. There's probably is profit in it. It's just the prices are all over the place. So that's most likely a waiting game for that. But the Littlest Pet Shop thing is brand new. All right, well, we're gonna grab these. I don't know what you call these. They're like yo-yo balls or something. But it's $2.99. It's a whole bag full of brand new ones, it looks like. So those would be good for OCC boxes. $26.95 for all the controllers. All right, so I think for episode 17, we're just gonna call it Breaking the Rules, because that's what we're doing. We're at Salvation Army, and they still have this. We're gonna use our coupon on it. So it'll be what, $1.50 for this, and that's probably all we're gonna grab since we already spent so much at the other two stores this morning. It was $1.61 after tax. Well, had to charge a controller for a little bit, and then once it was charged, I pressed the power button and it came on. It works. Just gonna have to reset it now. And we're back from the thrift stores. We spent a total of $87.92. This is everything we got right here. Ignore that stuff back there. PS4 is right there that we got today, along with the controller over there. I didn't have enough time in the video to throw up some comps for you for the controllers, so we're going to do that now real quick. So we got an Xbox One red controller, and then we also have this blue one. I forgot what it's, something Force. I can't remember what it is. And then we also have PS4 camo controller. We've got an Xbox 360 black with the chrome D-pad. We've got an Xbox One black controller, and then another 360 black with the gray front on here. And we also picked up We Play Motions, and that's complete. And then from Salvation Army, the keychain, Donatello, brand new, never opened. Too bad they didn't have all of them. Could have made a lot, but we only paid $1.50 for that. And then we picked up these two dolls in one bag, but the only reason we got that bag was for this doll. And you saw the comps for this. This is a pretty decent one here. And it's a talking doll, 14-inch little Bo Peep. Moana, that's who this is. She's really not worth selling on her own without any clothes or anything. So we'll just, I don't know, garage sale or something. And we're still waiting on that to finish up as far as resetting it. And then we'll probably make a bundle for it, throw some games in there. And the profits for all this stuff, minus Moana, because we're not going to try to sell her. But all this stuff, other stuff, the PS4, the controllers, the game, and little Bo Peep, the profits we're expecting from that selling on eBay is around $130.78. And that's after getting our initial investment back and taking out fees and shipping cost. So it's an estimate. It's not 100% that we're going to get it, but we should get close. Thursday morning, and we have 4 orders going out today. So not a lot, but it's something. So we'll definitely take it. We got another one of these Brave and Bold issues going out from Loot Crate. Brand new, still in its little packaging. We have a vintage Star Wars rifle. It's like IG-88 or something like that. Buyer paid just under $5, but they also had to pay shipping. So total out the door, they spent $10 and something cents. And that came from this. We picked this up from, I believe it was the Half Off store. And it had a whole bunch of vintage figures in here along with some weapons and stuff. And I don't remember how much we paid for it. This is one of the earlier videos that we did. But anyway, there's a piece of it going out. We haven't even listed all the figures. The figures are in here somewhere. Are they? Oh yeah, see? They're all in there. We listed a few and there's still some more in there. And then we also sold this Burnout Paradise game on 360 for $17. Buyer pays shipping on that. And then finally, this Funny Faces that we picked up in an estate sale a few episodes back. and I think we paid like $1.50, but I've been really slacking on listing stuff. We finally got this listed yesterday or the day before yesterday, and it finally sold. It sold pretty quickly. $14 buyer pay shipping on that. And speaking of which, I think what I'm gonna have to start doing is only going to the Goodwill when I go into town instead of the other thrift stores, so that I have more time to get things like vintage Star Wars listed and stuffed animals and a whole bunch of NES games. Like none of those are listed. Like all those games back there. I'll show you. Somebody may be interested in this. I don't know. Maybe not. But still got to test a bunch of VHS. We got all this right here. All these Super Nintendos, N64s up there, DS. Like, look at all these games. I need to start listing them. So I think the episodes are going to start looking a little different. We're going to probably just hit up the Goodwill store in the mornings and then let the passer have full reign on the other ones. And then hopefully maybe we'll check in with him throughout the week to see what kind of cool stuff he's found. So who knows? We'll see. But we do have an estate sale to go to today. And hopefully nobody took our bags and we still have our place in line. But we took a video just in case and took pictures so that we could show the people, hey, look, we were here first. So we'll see. Anyway, that's everything being shipped out today. All right, we're at the front of the line. I don't know if you guys can see in there. It's kind of hard.
It costs like $100 to get the landslide.
The table right there is with all the games and figures and stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff here.
Grab the ticket. So on.
Thank you.
Josh, they're right by you over there.
I'm gonna grab. Was there more keyboard
There's
games?
these ones. Yeah, just
I'll take
I'm gonna
these.
be around. Just holler if y'all need help making lists or anything. No tickets.
I'll just leave them up here so when you check out.
Okay, yeah,
Do you want all of them?
I want them, yeah.
Okay, so just
Probably gonna
remind
look
me. I'm gonna put them right here.
Okay. I'm gonna look around.
Sure.
How much is this? Is this really $3.50? Oh man, this would be cool. Look at that, $350. Look at all the figures. I gotta look this one up. How much are your dinosaurs and stuff in here?
You know, they kind of range. Things are there 50 cents to $4-ish in there.
Like if I bought a whole bunch of them?
They'd be like $1 each.
Okay, well, I'll load up on dinosaurs then. Cool.
Yeah, they grabbed it.
There's a bunch in here, holy cow.
Yeah, there is.
I think that one works.
Some Beast Wars stuff.
Some what?
Beast Wars.
No. Did you see the She-Ra dolls up there?
Yeah. I just got a bunch of Beast Wars stuff.
Oh man, I don't think anybody's really. Did you see this one?
Oh, nice. Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, I don't know if he's worth anything.
How's that one going?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. But I thought it was cool though.
Way too much. Yeah, no, it is cool.
Hold off for just a minute. I think
Oh, vintage. Like 2000s stuff.
for the These two tables right here.
There's the 5 worth shipping. Not right now. Those Shogun. No way they're getting 250. Well, maybe they will. But.
I thought about it. I was like, man, I'd
The
like
one
to.
has the missiles, but it doesn't have all the other things.
Well, that's the one I'd want. But for that price,
Looking at the two easy,
Yeah.
the parts.
no. Can I look down here at your feet real quick? I just can't see the price. $60.
Reasonable.
All right. Well, the prices here are actually not too bad. We're gonna go back to that pile of dinosaurs here in a minute. But nobody's looking at them right now, so we got time. How much is this? $10. A bunch of viewmasters. We'll ask about this. See if it's $10 or not. Check it out.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, she wanted it. It's like, okay, I'll grab it for you.
I see the price on the Viewmasters, but what about all the
But is
thingies?
it really changed?
The actually viewing things?
Are you gonna get it all?
Maybe.
Oh, I don't think it is.
I don't need
I think it's a
pictures,
tourist thing. But I think.
I don't care about these. The
Too bad
pixie
it's
I'll do
sticks.
30 for the whole thing.
Okay. You want to throw that with my,
You can just set it over, oh,
yeah, with those.
There's only three.
Throw it down there.
that's fine.
Thank you. Head to the basement. Movies. Dragon Ball series. Okay, grab that. Is there more?
Oh no, I'm just seeing if he's asking me if I don't know if I see anything that's this looks in there, then I'd probably get it.
Make sure this is the right
Is it?
one.
Yeah, $6. I don't know that.
Oh, yeah. Check the tape. Looks good. VHS. That's a pretty beat up copy.
Too oftentimes they come back and say, missing part.
Right. A bunch of board games. No idea.
I would suggest probably not.
Alright, we're gonna head back upstairs.
I'm gonna head back up there.
Do you know if there were also 45s anywhere? I think I saw
Upstairs.
Oh,
I
upstairs.
saw him
Okay.
upstairs in a little.
I'm sorry. How are you?
I don't know. All right. Garage. Nothing really in here that I'm interested in anyway. Let's see what we see here. No Simpsons yet.
Yeah, no. You find any good prices on the?
Alright, so I've already got most of the games I wanted, but I came back to look at more of these, and some of the prices are better than I thought they were going to be. That one's complete, and seeing comps for like $30+ complete. So we got a couple more to check out here. Hey, baby Godzilla! Look at all these dinosaurs. There's a ton in here, and I've got a bag full of them. Hi. Okay, we just finished double checking the basement. I think we're done here. Oh, you all right?
Yippee.
And I think we're gonna pay and go. All right, we filled up. We're gonna go over this when we get back to the warehouse. And we are back from the estate sale. That was a fun one. So we managed to grab, I think, almost all of the Pokemon games that they had and all the games that we really wanted. There might have been a few that got by. A lot of people were there for the games, but since we were first, we got most of the good stuff. And then for Baby Godzilla, here's all these dinosaurs. I think you like the dinosaurs. Seems like you do. But I think there's some. Ooh, I think there's some older ones in here too. But all these are Jurassic Park. Even the goofy looking one, this blue one, is Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. I don't know if it's like Imagine X or something, but I grabbed them because they had the symbol on there. And then this one obviously is not. This is Godzilla, but he does make a noise. So that's cool. I don't know what year it is. I just grabbed them because when I asked the lady how much they were going to be, she said I don't know, it depends on the size or whatever. I was like, what if I grab a bunch? And she said probably like $1 each, and so that's why I got so many of them now. So we'll go over this real quick. We'll throw up comps for most of the video games, but nothing else we won't throw a comp up because that'll just take too long. But we grabbed this because I've never seen these out in the wild, and they're cool. I mean, there's really no money to be made on these, but I just like the fact that it's Planet of the Apes figures. They're cool. And then, of course, we got all the dinosaurs. How many we get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. 10 dinosaurs. All Jurassic World or Jurassic Park stamps on the bottom, except for this guy, Godzilla. And then we got this bag of Mario figures for $8. I'm probably going to keep this one because he looks super cool. This is from like 2020, but it's still neat. And that alone would get me like half my money back if I sold it, but I think I'm probably going to keep that. Make my little, put them up there somewhere. I don't know. Let it collect dust with everything else. Didn't even check to see if this was worth anything, but it was only $2. It's Dragon Ball Z. And then we got E.T. and White Christmas for Christmas bundles. And then here are the games we got. We'll go over those in just a second. But this bin right here is the Viewfinders or Viewmasters. And there's some random stuff in here, but I saw these. I asked the lady how much for the whole bin, and she said $30, which seems like a pretty decent deal considering there's some comps out there with just like one Viewmaster and some reels that are selling for like around $50. And there's probably close to 40 reels in here, maybe 50. And then there's a random Barbie tissue thing. That's not all the tissues in there, but this is from '88. I don't know what else is in here. There's just kind of some random stuff. The pick up sticks game, or whatever this is called. What is this called? Yeah, pick up sticks. That's in there. I told her I didn't care if that was in there or not, and she said just take it. So whatever, that's ours now. And then we'll go over the games. So we'll throw up comps free up in the corner. We're not going to do it for these two because these really aren't worth selling on their own. But like I said, I grabbed this one for me, and then this one for me as well, because I like both of those. I like Toy Story and I like Rampage Game. And here we go. So we got Pikmin complete for $30 on GameCube. Pikmin 2, that is. We also got Dragon Ball Z for $15 complete with manual. And then we got Pokemon Black DS. That was $60. And the prices weren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. They could have been better, but I mean, still below eBay prices on almost all of these. And then we got this Pokemon Mystery Dungeons. We got Emerald for $150. And I made sure I brought my little tool with me. It's in here. I brought those two tools right there so that I can open these up and make sure they were legit. So they are legit. I definitely checked that before I bought them. And then we got Sapphire on GBA for $60. We got Crystal. Let me see if I don't think I'm going to be able to open this with one hand. Oh, come on. Come on. You can do it. Oh, there we go. We got Crystal, needs cleaning. $40. Or sorry, no, that's not Crystal. We got silver version there. This one's Crystal. So silver for $40 and then Crystal for 120. And this one looks like a pretty nice copy too. And then of course we got yellow, or whatever you want to call it, Pokemon Special Edition, Pikachu Special Edition. That one looks pretty decent too. Looks like we'll have to do a little cleaning, maybe right in there. We'll see. But they all look pretty decent. They just need to be cleaned. And then here's a close-up. No comps for these. You got Rampage, but decent copy there. Nice sticker. Same thing with Toy Story 2. And I think I have the first Toy Story around here somewhere. And then Paper Mario, we grabbed it. We did grab GoldenEye 2, but that cart was in really rough shape. So we ended up passing on it. We went ahead and grabbed this because it's Mario. But as you can see, it's not the best copy. But I think it should clean up pretty nice, and we may keep it. I don't know. And then this, the guy that bought the GameCube did not grab this. I think this was supposed to be included with it, but for whatever reason he left it behind. So I got it for $3. It's the mic for the GameCube. And then we have Mario and Luigi Browser's Inside Story for $10 complete. Really not a lot of profit on this one. Mario Kart 7. And then I think there's a little bit of profit on this, but I wanted this one for myself. So we got Star Fox, and these are all complete. And then this one sat on the table as I walked around and looked all over the place. Came back, saw it was still there, so I decided to look it up. I thought it might be worth a little bit, so I think we can get a little bit of profit out of this too as well. And it's complete as well. And that is all the games. So we definitely scored big on the Pokemon games. We didn't get them for dirt cheap, but we got them for better than eBay prices and with room to make some money on those. And that is everything from that crazy estate sale. Friday morning, we have 6 orders going out today. Last night, I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace and Nextdoor app looking for any garage sales that may have been posted for today and Saturday, and for this weekend, basically. And I'd ran across one that had been posted 1 minute earlier before I found it. It was for a private estate sale listing. It's not a company running it, from what I can tell. And the key word in their listing said Laserdisc. That's what caught my attention. So we may try to hit that up. It starts at 8 o'clock this morning. Goodwill doesn't open up till 9, so we may try to hit that estate sale up and see what they got. We just got to make sure we got some cash. So this is everything we got going out this morning. We got a newer Tuscan Raider going out on card. And then if you watched the last video, do you remember what I said about the moose? There's another one going out. And then we also have the Nickelodeon collab. I don't know, collage. That's the right word, I think. Nickelodeon character collage, Loungefly wallet. we're basically getting our money back on these. We had to pre-order them, not knowing if they would sell or not, and they didn't sell as good as I thought they would. But they're super cool wallets. I wish they would have made some for dudes, so I would have bought something like that. But that's a lady's wallet. I mean, I guess a guy could use that if you want. It's really big though. And then this is in a previous video as well. This was in a grab bag. This little Knuckles handheld McDonald's game. It works. Tested it out. And it sold for $6. Buyer pays shipping on that. And I don't remember how much the grab bag was. Probably like $3 or $4. And then you also may remember us picking up a couple bags full of Disney pins. And there were like $100 a bag, but there was well over 100 pins in each one. So that means this pin only cost me less than $1 actually. I can't remember how much it would be per pin, but probably like 80 cents or something like that. But anyway, I was going through there trying to match up the pins to their respective cards, and I ran across this one. Since this was Easter coming up soon, I figured I'd probably better post this real quick. And this is the only pin that I got listed, and it already sold. It sold for $6 buyer pay shipping. So I need to go through there and post some more. And then finally, if you've been watching the videos, you will remember the big train box we bought at Goodwill. We've already sold a couple of the trains already and got our money back. And I think we paid $30 for that whole bin. And then we still have some things listed from that bin on eBay. But this sold for $15 buyer pay shipping. We took best offer on it. So it's the dummy unit and the engine that's in there. And it works. I think that one works. I'm pretty sure it does. I don't remember. It's posted in the listing though, regardless. But that is everything that's going out this morning. And then here's a cool haul from yesterday's estate sale. And then, yeah, we're going to head out, go to that estate sale probably, and hit up Goodwill, and then come back and try to get some of the stuff listed. So, yeah. All right, we're a few minutes early, but they may be having somebody here. We'll see what they got. Those are all water damaged, almost all of them. Laser disc up here somewhere.
That's a lot of it doesn't listing.
What's that?
Oh yeah, better now.
Are these the laser disc?
Those are not. This was that.
Oh.
Vinyl.
Oh, you got vinyl too?
Vinyl too. Not a ton, but.
Yeah, I've got a friend that likes them, so let's see if there's anything that looks like he might like.
Those are also vinyl. These are laser discs up here.
Looks car Willie. $10 each?
Yep.
We'll see what you got. I'm certainly not paying $10 for any laser disc.
Tell me when you're ready for the next step.
Yeah, that's the best you can do is $10 each
Yeah.
on these? Alright, well I'm good then.
Okay.
Alright, not unless you got like a Star Wars one in there, but probably not.
We do or not. I know we had one that was pre-sealed.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Right?
Name it, he had it.
We've got Star Trek. I
Okay.
think that's about as close as we're gonna get for you.
Okay. Is this everything too, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, got it quite out yet. Almost ready to go.
These are cool wood knots he's got here. Or...
Yeah. He was into both sides, and I don't know what he had in mind for those, but
Right. No old video games?
I don't see any.
No. Okay, well, yeah. They are asking way too much for a laser disc, that's for sure. All right, I'm gonna give them a business card and tell them if they can come down to 5, I might be interested. So, before we leave, I was handed this as I walked in the door at Goodwill. I'm gonna grab this for sure. Now we gotta look around and see what there is. All right, $3.23 is our big spend at Goodwill. All right, well, we decided to hit up this estate sale. Nothing online really looked that good, but there might be some postcards or something. Check it out, they got a lift chair in their yard. That's cool.
Safely as possible.
All right, this is the garage. We'll start here. Tools and stuff. Let's go in the basement. Which way? Left or right?
I have a ring on every finger back
I like old magazines sometimes if they're good ones. I'll have to look through that stack later. Moving on.
Somebody liked, is that
This is single stitch. Really small though. Office. There's some movies. Haven't found, well, one VHS now.
Oh, 6 pieces for $5. I just think these little bunnies are really cute. They're so cute, aren't they? Easter. Yeah, but
It's a pretty cool place. It definitely smells like grandma and grandpa in here. Another bedroom. Maybe. Ooh. We're gonna keep looking. Well, I walked right by it as I walked in, didn't even notice it. And I don't know if any of these are like, I don't know much about Pokemon cards. I know there's a way to tell if it's first edition somehow. Crafts room. Alright, I'm doing a double check in the basement. I just walked by this box. Didn't even look at it the first time, but I think we may have found a bunch of sealed cassettes. So we're gonna dig through here, see what we can get. Alright, we are upstairs now. Not finding any old postcards yet. This is definitely the stuff that I really don't know a lot about and not really interested in either. Next room, fact clear. Ooh, hey, just geesh, $80. Oh man, that's expensive. Better resell them for like 500. We'll look it up. Ooh. And maybe we found some postcards. This looks all like greeting cards. We're gonna look this up. Kitchen. Look at that old mixer. More stuff over here.
everybody sees things that we didn't price.
Big giant headless bird. Oh, ow. There we go. Let's see his head
Piles
now.
of wood. Did you find it right there?
What's wrong with you?
Well, that's all I grabbed was the 4 cassettes. So not very much there as far as what I was interested in. And there's the big haul for today. That was our only purchase at the thrift stores today. And we spent $3.23. And then we stopped by the estate sale and just got a couple cassettes. And the expected profits off this is going to be about $11.74. Saturday morning, and we have, I think, 14 orders going out this morning. And one individual bought 3 dinosaurs. These are all different listings. And so we're going to have to send them a little refund on the shipping costs, probably. And then we also have, it's kind of hard to see this, but it's, what is it, Loki, that show Loki, Miss Minutes Loungefly wallet going out. And then I put my cheat sheets down today. So we got Frezza Horizon 4 for 19 bucks. Buyer pays shipping on that on Xbox One. We've got a Minions pouch from Loungefly going out. It's like a pencil pouch or a cosmetic bag. I don't know. You can use it for either. And then we also sold this postcard for $9 and something plus shipping. So that's going out. And then let me throw this away real quick. Oh, there we go. And then somebody also got themselves a copy of Full Metal Jacket on VHS, and they paid $6.50 for that. You can see it right there on the cheat sheet. And that's going out to somebody. So we like to sell on the VHS because we get those usually pretty dirt cheap. And then somebody also bought one of these Mandalorians with the Grogu and everything. I don't know how you pronounce that, but right down here, Arvala 7. Yeah, I don't know. And then check it out. We listed these yesterday and then they all sold. So we got the Pokemon Yellow from that estate sale. We cleaned them up, made sure they worked, took good pictures. This one sold for $57. And then we got Pokemon Silver. You can kind of maybe tell different from seeing them earlier in the video, but we've cleaned them up, made them look nicer, and test them out. 65 bucks for Silver. The most expensive sale today was Crystal. So Pokemon Crystal sold for $147. We took best offer on it. And I still think we're still making some money on that. We're making just a little bit of money on these, some more than others. And then we still have like 2 more Pokemon games, I think, listed. And then we sold Sapphire for $95. And we made sure to put a video and took them apart so that people could see the motherboards on those, or not, I don't know, circuit boards, sorry. So they could see that they're legit and everything. But we also put a video on there showing them working. And then finally, you may remember this from the last episode, this Transformer inspired a song. We sold that one and this incomplete one as well. This one that doesn't have all the pieces. We sold that lot for $28. Buyer pays shipping on that. And that is everything going out today. All right, so the guy said to bring a cart. Let's see what he's got. This one maybe. We're gonna have to look through these. See Tomb Raider. We're gonna have to double check that for whatchamacallit. No Mario Karts, but maybe in one of these. Or wait, the Wii Fit. You gonna get it? Alright, we're gonna look up some of these stuff. I'll have to check this stuff. Look at this. PS2. Alright, so here's what we're gonna get. We're grabbing this just because it's Britney Spears and it's silly. And somebody may want that. I don't know. We're not gonna make any money on it. And then this one, because it's popular, make a little bit on that. And then Rock Band for bundling, right? This one's a pretty decent one. And then these two are brand new, so we're definitely grabbing those. And then I think we're gonna grab Final Fantasy, and we can make like a few bucks on it, not much. But popular titles that hopefully people will come to our eBay store and save us in their favorites eBay store list and continue to come back and look. All right, $22.60 for all this. So we're still gonna try to stick to a $30 budget, but it's gonna be split up between here and the half off store. We're probably gonna very seldomly go to Salvation Army anymore. And we're back from Goodwill. That's the only thrift store we went to today. These are the games we got. If you hear any noises, it's the Sugar Mama cleaning games over here. I wasn't gonna give her Transformers this time around. So we spent a total of $22.60 on there. And just in case I didn't have enough time to put up comps while we were in the store, here you go. You got Britney Spears, Dance Beat, not a lot to be made in there. Rock Band, Track Pack Volume 2, brand new, sealed. We got Final Fantasy, Crystal Bears. That one's a little bit of profit, not a lot. It's complete. Same with Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider on Wii. And then we also have Track Pack Classic Rock. This one's brand new as well. And those are some of the better ones as far as profit goes. And then this one is too. Rock Band 3. Too bad it's not new and sealed, but it's complete. And then finally, we got this one, selling it on its own. Really doesn't make you any money. But if I get like a couple of the rock bands, like Rock Band 2 and this one, and then like I think there's like a country one or what, that really don't sell well on their own, we can bundle it and make a little bit of money off of that. So the total profits out of selling those by themselves, and this is not included, is going to be around $59.78. All right, it is Monday morning. We have 12 orders going out. And you'll have to forgive me. I'm feeling a little under the weather today, so I might not be my normal perky self. But the good news is we got like $680 in sales for today. So let's go over this stuff. So first off, we've got the Grogu and Mandalorian Black Series set. You've seen those if you've been watching the videos. And then you might remember this. The passer passed on this, and this sold for $12.50. Buyer paid shipping. We took best offer on that. And then we also have another Wii bundle going out. Took best offer on this one, $95. And it has 10 games in there. No games that are like Mario Kart or anything like that, but some filler games. I don't know what you want to call them. But $95 buyer pay shipping on that. And then we also have an Iron Man going out. This Marvel shirt. This was like a Walmart clearance purchase for like $1 back in the day. And that sold for like $8 buyer pay shipping. Excuse me. And then we also have some multi-passes going out. You've seen those. We're starting to get low on them, but we still got a few more to sell through. And then after finding all those Pokemon games, put me in the mood to try to get some of these Game Boy Advance games that I have listed. And we listed this Super Mario 3 on GBA for $19. It sold. Zelda sold for $18. We sold a postcard for $5, and it's going to be like 97 cents for shipping. But this was one of the postcards from the big lot that we got from the estate sale for like $40. It was probably like a few hundred postcards. And then we also have Ghost Squad, brand new, sealed on Wii, and it sold for $22 buyer pay shipping. And then we are down to one Pokemon game left from that estate sale that's still listed, but this one sold. Pokemon Black for $85. And then the big one, Pokemon Emerald. And this sold for $255. So there you go. I mean, these sell all kinds of different prices, but it's all about the listing too, right? Can you clean up, make it look super nice, take good pictures, use keywords in there that help make it pop, to grab the attention of the potential buyers. And then if you've got a way to put a video on there showing that it works and running people through it, that always helps. Put a video if you can, because for stuff like this, especially high value or high dollar items, most people are not putting videos out there. But if you take the time to make a short little video and include it in your listing, it may help you get a little bit more money, because it helps ensure the buyer that, hey, this is working. So anyway, there we go. That's everything going out today. I'm going to take this to the post office, and then I'll come back here and list more stuff. And then tomorrow we'll do this again and probably go to Goodwill and possibly the half off store. But there you go. All right, it's Tuesday morning, and pardon my voice. I'm still fighting off the sickness, but we have 2 orders going out today. We've got the Minecraft plate that sold for $10, and then we sold 20 of these NES manual protectors for like $25 buyer pay shipping on that. And this is just to kind of give you an idea of what it looks like if you have a manual in there. But that's what we got going out today. We're going to head off to Goodwill and possibly the half off store, and then we'll come back and finish up the video. All right, we're at Goodwill. Already stopped by the games, didn't see nothing. Let's see what's down here in the toys. They're loaded up in controllers, but they're all like aftermarket ones. Look, check it out. We got hooked up at Goodwill. We keep bugging the guy here for donuts if there's no games, and he actually brought us donuts today. All right, not really finding anything in the toys area. I gotta look through the bags real quick, but it's not looking too promising today. At least we got a donut. It's already gone. All right, so I saw these old pencil sharpeners. Saw this one as I walked in, decided to check it out. Look at the prices. $12.99, $8.99, $7.99 for one that's missing a plate. Like, I need to stop watching my videos. This is only worth $1.99 at Goodwill. All right, so I wasn't gonna buy anything, but somebody was donating stuff. One of the other guys that does reselling, and he was bringing this in. He said he had some laser discs he was bringing in, so I went ahead and bought 3 laser discs. We'll check them out when we get back to the warehouse. So we spent $10 and what was it, 79 cents on the walkie-talkies, Motorola walkie-talkies. And we're back from the thrift stores. If you're enjoying these videos, we definitely appreciate it if you hit like and subscribe.
Don't just view it, do it.
And on to what we picked up today. So we picked up 3 laser discs for $8.79. That's a way better deal than the $10 per laser disc that one estate sale was having. But we went ahead and grabbed them. This Andy Warhol one, I believe, is a documentary. So is this Baraka, A World Beyond Worlds, is a documentary. And I like watching documentaries. And then we got a movie, Crying Game. So we're probably not going to resell these. Probably just going to add these to the collection. So that's not going to be included in the expected profits. We spent $10.79 on the Motorola walkie-talkies. They do work. We've been charging them, and we're going to clean them up a little bit, take pictures and list those. And I believe the comp is around 30 to 35 bucks. So we're expecting around $12.76 in profit, and that's after you get your initial investment back plus estimated shipping costs and eBay fees and all that stuff. So hopefully we'll get close to that $35 mark. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. I don't know. Time will tell. But that is it for the video. I mean, would you guys have made the purchase on all those Pokemon games? Those sold pretty quick. It was fun. That was for sure. We definitely appreciate you guys stopping by, and we'll see you next week.
Front row seats, hitting this sale. We're moving quick, like we're out on bail. Playing our song and on the move, picking up treasures. We're in the groove. Keep your head up, keep your eyes peeled. Don't look back now, let's seal this deal. We're here for the loot, we're here for the thrill. Don't need medication or Neo's blue pill. Keep your head up, keep your eyes peeled. Don't look back now, let's seal this deal. Gotta be fast, yeah, keep the flow. Done our homework, we're in the know. We scoped the pics and planned our routes. Not quite a fight, but ready for the bounce. Keep your head up, keep your eyes peeled. Don't look back now, let's seal this deal. We're here for the loot, we're here for the thrill. Don't need medication or Neo's blue pill. Keep your head up, keep your eyes peeled. Don't look back now, let's seal this deal. We've covered the ceilings and searched the whole floor. Looked through the cupboards and behind all the doors. Our bags are filled up and we're ready to go. Hope you've enjoyed watching this show. Keep your head up, keep your eyes peeled. Don't look back now, let's seal this deal. We're here for the loot, we're here for the thrill. Don't need medication or a Neo's blue pill. Keep your head up, keep your eyes peeled. Don't look back now, let's seal this deal.